It's your brother Ricky, and I'm a very happy member of the Faithful Remnant Church, led by Petrus Romanus and Mary Romanus, also known as the two witnesses spoken about in Revelations chapter 11. Now, today, what I'm going to be talking about is Elijah speaking to the two witnesses on December 12, 2012. And Jesus said, "Here is Elijah." And Elijah said, "For 3 years there was famine upon the land, and no rain fell in that time. And the people were starving and dying of hunger, for their cattle and all of their animals had to be used for food, or they died naturally. According to the will of the Lord, I prayed that no rain would fall until the 3 years had ended. Then I went to see Ahab, and this is where he called me his enemy. And I slew the prophets of Baal. Then the Lord sent the rain down upon earth once again." Why am I telling you this? But to compare the 3-year drought to a 3.5-year spiritual famine all over the world, which is worse. For the people do not even know that they are famished, that there is no hunger inside of them for the truth, for the word of the Lord, because they have chosen to be dead spiritually. What life is there in souls who choose to be spiritually famished? In my time, there were not things to distract people from the reality of famine, from the reality of no rain, from the reality of dying corpses and dying children. But now in your time, there is a spiritual famine, of a larger biblical proportions. And the people are in an ignorance of this fact. They see themselves as filled when they are empty. They see their churches as holy places when they are surely desolate and an abomination unto the Lord. For he says, "What man exalts is an abomination unto God." These words are true. If only people would look around themselves and see what the world has become, and look inside and see what has become of the and look inside and see what has become their world has become, and look inside and see what has become. Oh, I wrote that twice. I'm sorry, guys. That's why I messed up. Okay. One more time. Inside and to see what the world has become. They would find the truth through silent reflection. But the people do not desire this. For as long as I said before, their minds are far away from the Lord's ways. So out of their minds are they, if they would look inside their homes through the eyes of the living God, they would see the abominations and sin in their midst. If they had any fear of the Lord at all, they would remove their televisions from their homes, and they would instead read the Lord's testimony. For truly here is where they will find life. But if they do not know that they are dead to the Lord, how can they find life in him and through his words? So the mark of the beast is coming upon them this Christmas to reveal to their hearts where they have sinned. And where the flames, they will experience eternal consequences of their chosen lifestyles. But it doesn't have to be for eternity. If only they would choose to repent and turn back to the Lord with all of their hearts. For they are so far, far, far away from Him. What the people of this generation are rejoicing in is an abomination unto the Lord. Drinking, carousing, reveling, watching television or movies. These things are all abominations unto the Lord. The reason I say unto the Lord is because these are their offerings to Him. But He desires their hearts, not things, not positions, not status. For as the Blessed Virgin Mary said, what the Lord requires what the Lord requires you will give, because He is coming back this Christmas with a vengeance. Speaking of Christmas 2012, of course. Either give Him your hearts, all you people, and acknowledge your sinfulness, or be swallowed up by the whale and enter into the beast state. Now, in order to remove the mark of the beast and to get out of the beast state, you must simply apply the holy water. Holy water? What is this holy water I may be speaking of? Go to www.testimony